If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is June the 17th, 2022, and today the topic is peace. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Man, this week has once again flown by. I hope that you all had a great day yesterday. Mine was just fine. Man, I took a step outside yesterday to run an errand, and woo, I felt the heat. Yeah, I felt the heat everybody was talking about. It was very hot and humid out there, but I ran my errand and came on back home because I had to do an episode of GSL, which was awesome. I reconnected with feels like an old friend. And everything like that. So y'all will see that conversation real soon. And after that I started working on, my latest endeavor. You know what I mean? Told you I got something new around the corner that I'm sure I'm gonna release really soon. And so I was working on some of that. But yeah, man, I'm thankful, man. It's been a blessing being in this place. I know I say that all the time and everything. But yeah, man, I guess just every day the different things just blow my mind. Cause again, in the words of Biggie, it was all a dream. I remember those days when it was all a dream, and to be quote unquote living my dreams is a blessing. This morning I woke up around 2 something. I did look up the Bible verses centered around the time that I woke up, but I don't remember any of that because I woke up from a dream, I guess, about my latest endeavor, and I felt led to go ahead and just pray about it and ask God what to charge and everything like that. And some numbers came into my heart and mind, some words came into my heart and mind. And so I was working on that from the time I woke up to the time my alarm went off. So, yeah, yeah. On one hand, it's like, you know, not knowing what to expect, from those numbers and those things that, again, came into my heart and mind. But on the flip side, I'm like, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful regardless. And I appreciate anybody that will support. And I guess that's just how I look at it these days. That's how I look at, I guess, everything these days. Just, leaning independent on God. And because of that, I guess that gives me a lot of peace. Now, the interesting thing is, as I listened to the prayer meditation this morning, I remember it being pretty good. I don't remember what that was about either. I got a little bit distracted afterwards and started working on some stuff or looking up some stuff or whatever. But eventually, again, when I settled my mind down, there was 2 words that came to my mind, but the first word that came in my mind was peace. So I started looking up verses centered around that. They resonated, and here we are. But again, as I thought about peace and as I reflected on the verses that I was reading, I just was reminded of, my current situation, my testimony, my life, and how, at the end of the day, I don't know if you had asked me some years ago, like, yeah, I had ideas, right? But I don't know if I knew it was going to be exactly like this. And that's interesting because that now reminds me, even though I didn't think about it until now, a conversation I was having with my mom, and how she was saying that God had revealed some things to her through dreams and whatnot. But if she had known the details, it probably would have, swayed her from, making certain choices and whatnot. And so, I don't know. I guess it's just very interesting, like what God would share, what He won't share. everything like that. When you seek him, I mean, maybe he'll answer questions, but maybe he won't answer it fully, or maybe he won't answer it in a way that we think or want him to, quote unquote. But regardless, right, of whatever answers you get or whatever circumstance you're in, you can have peace. And that's what I was reminded of this morning as I did my little study. So, one of the first things I did was define the word peace, and it says freedom from disturbance, tranquility. Ooh, I just picture a field, just laying out in a field or meadow with a nice cool breeze. Like that's what I think about when I think about tranquility and just being free from disturbance. I don't know what y'all think about when y'all think about that, but yeah, that's what came into my mind this morning as I wrote down that definition. But let's see what the Bible has to say. So John 16:33 says, I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Does that encourage and inspire you today, y'all? I mean, look, that's the juice. I mean, but yeah, man, that is some good news there. It does warn us that we're going to have tribulation. Again, I don't know why there's this, well, I was going to say that I don't know why there's this false narrative that, when you come to Christ, you won't have tribulation. But then again, in this topsy-turvy world, everything is the opposite of whatever the Bible says. So the Bible says you're going to have tribulation. I guess the world will put narrative out there. Oh, go to God and you won't have tribulation. So then when you have it, you're like upset or you're like confused and you're like, hey, I thought if I came to Christ, I won't have tribulation. So yeah. But I mean, yeah, it does tell us that we will have tribulation, but with Christ we will have peace. And so that's the beautiful thing that I received from that verse this morning, and I hope that encourages and inspires you. Let's see, 2 Thessalonians 3:16. It says, now may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times, in every way. The Lord be with you all. That's a beautiful prayer. Like, look, he himself is going to give you that peace, y'all, at all times, in every way. Maybe even in those quote unquote tribulations we were talking about a second ago, right? I guess if we make this our prayer today, then I guess you'll see it in your life a little bit more. Again, as we lean and depend on God, then we'll see the peace. Do I need to tell y'all my testimony again? I think that's what got me in this place of being like, you know what, Lord? Okay. What do you want to do? Whatever you want to do, because I remember those days when I was trying to take the reins, right? I was trying to, do everything my way. I was trying to figure things out on my own. I was holding on to the wheel and everything like that. Any way that you could say that I was not allowing God to do what he wanted to do in my life. And so I guess being forced into a situation where I have to trust God with every aspect of my life, it just gives me this peace that I mean, like the Bible says, can surpass all understanding, and everything like that. Now, am I still going through things? Are there still trials and tribulations? Are there, ups and downs? I see all the crazy things going on in the world right now. I mean, I don't really see many other people talking about it, but I saw the situation where all these cows was laid out in a field. What's the other crazy thing that happened? I mean, so much, y'all. So many things are going on, but I'm not worried or fretting. I'm thankful that in spite of all these things, God is keeping me. And that's it. At the end of the day, we're just gonna, we'll see where everything goes and whatnot. But regardless, God will give you peace. That's it. Let me keep going. Isaiah 26:3. You keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you. There you go, friend. That's where your mind should be. Yeah, in spite of how everything looks, in spite of those tribulations and everything like that, let's keep our mind on God. And again, by doing that, He'll keep you in perfect peace. That is what his word says. Look, I'm a living witness. And you know what, man? That's the juice on today. That is the juice. I mean, there's too much to elaborate on for me. I'll just say that, there's more verses in the Go Deeper section to peruse and let marinate on your hearts, souls, and minds. The Bible verse of today is Isaiah 12:2. It says, Behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid, for the Lord Jehovah is my strength and my song. He also is become my salvation. Y'all can confirm that last part is correct. But yeah, friends, I hope that you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love. Your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow if the Lord's will. Just a reminder, today is Friday, so a new episode of God, Sex, and Love, the talk show, will be going live at 7 p.m. It is a chat with Miss Vanessa S. She is the host of Let's Just Be. And so, yes, I hope that you all enjoy the conversation that goes live tonight. And yes, I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.
Hello, charmers. Visit ttcboutique.com for the latest in fashion and accessories. Twice the charm, the source of women clothing.